Gonna play Hangman, bye.
Okay, goodbye. You can just like watch the video after anyway, so that's completely fine. Just tell me when you can actually see the stream, because it should like take a little while until it pops up after I go live.
Where did Galaxy go?
To sleep, I think.
Hopefully, to sleep.
I thought you said I'm gonna play a hangman.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, actually. Can you see it now, guys?
Not yet.
No,
I don't know, where does it pop up?
Just on the channel page, I think.
Yeah, like refresh maybe if you can't see it.
I've got it. I've got it. I'll send a link to Tom.
Okay, just tell me when you're ready, and then I'm gonna unpause and pause a bit to check the delay.
Is Adam supposed to look at it as well? Do I send Adam a link?
Just send him a link. He can look if he wants. Otherwise, he'll like have to watch it later.
Okay, I'm muting it.
Okay, well I'm gonna unpause now. Tell me when it unpauses for you.
It's unpaused.
Okay,
Like, it pretty much unpaused when you said it, actually.
Yeah, that's the good thing about streaming with YouTube. It's like the delay is super short.
Less latency, yeah. So like if you look upwards in 3, 2, 1, now look up. Okay, no, you're not looking up.
First thing we're gonna do is
It's
Embarrass
just
5.
Okay.
No, never
Embarrass
mind.
5?
That was not this mid. My bad.
No.
Oh, but that wasn't good though. Why did he go there? Oh yeah, no, he was supposed to go catwalk there.
Yeah. I did not play properly this mid either. Actually, like nobody did what they were supposed to this mid, so it was like super chaotic and we lost it almost immediately. There was a scout who rushed me here, or a Solly as well, and I just got killed in garage.
Stop and just tell me what you wanted everyone to do here.
I'll talk about it the next mid because this was like such a big chaos that it's like not that much point in going through it.
Okay.
So let's see, we retreat to second.
Oh, this was God's Arresting. What did we do? Did we stalemate this?
I think
We drew 3-3, I think.
It was equal, yeah, but we kind of made a lot of mistakes. Anyway, like right here, they had just pushed mid with a big advantage, and like Tom, you're checking the shutter, which is useless because we know they're gonna come.
I called here. Someone should have told me that they were pretty close. I think Adam was the last one, true. I don't know.
Yeah,
or
but
I might
like
be mistaken.
but you shouldn't have checked anyway. It's like there's nothing to check for. They're definitely gonna come. You see that it's only two times cap on mid anyway, which means that they have a scout staying and capping, so you know they're moving forward, and then you just get caught out because you get juggled. So that's like completely unnecessary. And then like they're greedy, they try to push without using. I'm not sure that they have Uber even. Their Galaxy or their demo like.
You actually can see it if you're like running the demo.
What do you mean?
Like you can if you have.
There's a spectator HUD.
Yeah.
Everything.
I don't think you have it enabled. It's in advanced options.
Yeah, advanced options enable.
Alright, I'll try to do that.
And then it'll show us like
we can just follow it. It's somewhere at the bottom. Miscellaneous or.
It's a bit further up. Just look above
replay options here.
No, it's not in replay. It's not in replay.
If you go to yeah, you keep going. When spectating, oh wait, no.
No, that's not it.
It should be in HUD options.
Advanced spectator HUD. It's on the screen now. It's the third one down under HUD.
Yeah, it says so. In tournament mode, you should turn that on.
Okay, let's see if it's on now. Okay, yeah, that's better.
Now you can see the Ubers up top.
Yes.
Yeah. For some reason, when I'm trying to reference the enemy demo man, I always send the enemy Galaxy. But anyway, yeah, they're super greedy and they drop their demo. And we use into them, which is good.
Okay. Oh wait, so they'd used. It wasn't that they didn't have. They'd used for quite a bit.
They might have like almost had, but they like went into early.
Just a few seconds ago, it said like 69 on the percentage. I thought.
Look how sad Adam looks here. He's like, my bum, my poor bum.
It's true.
The heat of the explosion.
Adam, are you looking? You watching?
Yes.
Oh,
their medic should probably die here. Oh, actually, like accidentally hits the shed when he's chasing them.
Yeah, the med gets out.
Yeah. And yeah, there's somebody behind, and everybody like turns around to fight him instead of following through me. I thought like
by the way, Storm, this top thing you see now, that Spectre thing, that's also visible when you're actually playing, so that should actually give you valuable information.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't know that, but I like used tab. So,
Oh, okay.
but you can't see the enemy health, can you?
No, just our
Wait, what?
our people.
Wait, what? You can have this whilst we're playing in the
Yes,
game?
but like only for our team when you're dead. When you're dead. Not
When we're dead. Oh, right, and when we're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's move on. Yeah, like there's a Solly behind. Laps is already there, so I don't think everybody should turn around for him. And like we could have tried to pressure into mid because they were really low.
Here's a
including
good
the medic.
example though, of where you think that we're in a better position to push and everyone else is still sort of...
Yeah, but
way
I don't
behind.
push there. I like go back for you because you're all like
yeah.
turning around.
Yeah.
But
There was a bit where you were through this, what we're looking at now, this sort of choke corridor, and we weren't even in yard. We were just on point.
And I'm
well,
on
now
the
you're
flank
with me,
waiting
but
for
I
Adam.
like backed off when I realized that you weren't with me. But you should not have all turned around. That's the thing. And now we're trying to push through the choke, but they're like already really established on mids, which is why I call off the push. Adam dies to a trap pretty soon here in garage. He should have like let me see. Oh, there, I had my keys wrong. He should have expected, because their demo is like constantly poking around garage. He should have expected the trap. And there's like no reason to be super aggressive here anyway, because it's not like as a scout you're just gonna run in and get a free pick. That's not gonna happen. So like this kind of aggression is a bit useless. You should like,
Adam
if
was
you wanna
really
be,
far in there.
yeah, he that's like a mistake that he makes a lot. If you want to be aggressive on the flank, try to coordinate with your roamer, like have him get the buff first of all, and then try to coordinate some like aggression on the flank. Also in general, when we're holding yard, Tom, stay on top of that shed, because like if roamers bomb, you want to be like higher up so that you can deny them. That's your main purpose. And like demos, just watch left and garage, and I'm with 5 here. And our flank should stay here, but if the flanks see that they're actually pushing garage, they should never fight. They should always like back off and wait for the combo to rotate, because the rotation on this map is actually really long, like because our main is holding behind the crate. If the flank just tries to fight them when they're pushing through, they're just gonna die alone, and then like we're gonna come late. So always just try to spot, don't like take a fight if their main combo is pushing here. Speaking of which, if like a roamer or a scout push from flank, you should try to like say one Solly, one scout, or like Solly and scout in valley. Never say like they're pushing from valley, because that indicates that their whole combo would be valley trying to push. There was one time, Tom, when you said that like on Sunshine, and Akachu like turned to try to spam them in valley.
Yeah, he thought I meant the entire combo there.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So here that exact same thing happened. They were like spamming and distracting, and their Solly jumped, so you should have been on top of the shack, just denying him there completely. He does still die, and now they have a full ad. But since we have 2 picks, we like tried to do something with it. So we pressure into mid, and their demo is completely overextended. He should like die immediately. I don't know, like some people ran behind there. I guess there was a scout behind that you cleaned up, which was fine. Now their demo use or gets dropped, and we can just back off because they used too late. So this is fine. Right here, yeah, I remember this 5 because I said like here actually was like nearly dying, and I walked in front of him to try to tank damage. But because I was like still like, well, not at this point. Let's actually go back because I might like misjudge this situation. But I like told you that you should have been healing me here. Maybe I was mistaken there.
The thing
but
to
I
look
don't.
at here is like my health as well.
Yeah.
I'm 60 HP, so I really don't want to be peeking things.
Oh, it looks like the it was how far? I think.
But you missed a 0. You want to be 12,000.
All right, that's why.
100. So. Yeah.
Let's see.
So a 10th of the way through the game. Yeah, so... Yeah, I get hit by a pipe, I think, here. And so... Yeah, or Akachu gets hit by a pipe.
This is a bit before though. I like didn't go as far back. So now we're pushing mid. Yeah, I went like too far back because for some reason I didn't see the like 10,000 in front.
Tick.
So yeah.
The yeah.
I'm just gonna watch this from a free camp's perspective. Maybe I'm completely mistaken.
This is so weird.
So here I'm weak though. Why am I weak? Is this still weak from the force? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess it wasn't a big deal. Maybe we could have had everybody live, but since you were weak, it was fine.
I don't think Akachu was hurt either. I could have been healing you, I guess. But
Akachu, like I think you might have arrowed him. I'm actually trying to go to where it actually happened instead of like too far back.
Yeah.
Let's see, because I'll show you what happened from my perspective.
My point of view for this bit.
Yeah, here's my point, or I'll watch from my point of view then yours. Because here's Akachu in front, and then I like start taking the damage, and here's what you see. So like right here, that's what I mean. Like here, I would have wanted you to like try to heal me instead, because this is like where they start focusing me. But it's not a big deal, to be honest. Also, I didn't realize that you had taken damage, so in that case, you know, you probably made the right decision.
I was 40 HP when they forced me, and I didn't get to get it back since, I don't think.
Yeah. Laps tries to kill Adam.
Always try to kill Adam. Do you know, Adam, that those pillars you can jump onto them? Like to the second, to the balcony?
Here comes the second point where like we make a mistake. It's mostly my mistake, because what I intended to do here was actually to like keep holding second, but like only me and 5 flanks with an Uber, so that like if they try to push house, they get forced and we have like a much better Uber. And if they try to retreat, they'll like run into me and 5, and we do solo Uber, and they have to flash everybody, and they'll probably drop some people. But I didn't specify that enough, so like when I called that we were gonna flank, like Akachu and I think Tom even came with us. And then they were just able to rush onto the point and like back up. So yeah, see here like Leps and Tom, everybody's running out of the shutter, which was my bad because I didn't specify that. I just wanted to like take solo me and 5 through there, and like the rest hold C and lunchbox. But yeah, like now their scouts are already both here, so bad call by me, I suppose. Although also like Leps should have been watching here, because otherwise their scouts wouldn't have gone through for free there. So our flank should have been watching the shutter, and they get the first cap.
Taking notes here. Bad call by Storm.
Yeah, good. I already wrote it though in like the
Maybe
document.
it was a bit random as well. I don't know why I used.
Yeah, you used a bit too early there. That's true.
Yeah.
Here's what I tried to look at last minute. Anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, I tried twice and then I was like, I'm just gonna climb.
Yeah, playing it safe.
Because I don't want to spend too long trying to do that.
Galaxy dies there? No. Akachu rather.
Yeah, Akachu gets bombed. Leps also bombs, and I follow up bomb, and like we get a lot of people. So that was completely worth it.
Okay. But yeah, so the mid's down.
Yeah, I killed their med there. And then fall damage. But I got jumped at that moment. I like tried to land on this thing because I thought it would like I would surf it, but I was dead regardless there.
Yeah. Completing my notes. Storm cratering.
Let's take another look at that mid just to get a better overview, because we were already there like talking when the mid had begun.
I'm gonna be able to pin every mid on you, Storm.
All right. Even though I like that.
Yes, it's finally not my fault.
It's not your fault. Like mids aren't your fault, Adam. Like
that was a bit.
Mids are heals and Demo and Roma.
Mids is everybody.
Well, no, it's everyone, but yeah.
5 doing the goodwill hunting thing on Adam. It's not your fault, Adam.
Well, no, but it can't be just his fault if we lose a mid, maybe. I don't know.
No, it's not just his
Throw
fault.
your win
It's
mid's
fine.
like 5v6 without heals.
It was a joke, 5.
Yeah, I haven't seen Goodwill hunting recently. I think I've seen it though.
Okay, so Akature takes a sticky.
Oh, I remember the
And
bit you're on about.
he's too like, or actually that was the enemy's demo. Where's Akature? He's on top of the crate. Gets jumped by Solly. But yeah, like me and Laps have a really great bomb. We kill their combo. And then
There's a soldier on me.
yeah, I think I'm not sure like why neither of our scouts are on top of the crates, but one of our scouts should have not let that.
I was like, just look at my health, and there was like, I would have gotten spammed so easily if I was there.
Oh yeah, you should try not to be low health on mid as a scout. Just dodge
Oh yeah,
damage.
I mean, I try, but there's only so much I can do, you know.
Yeah, I'm not saying that everybody should like be perfect, but I'm just saying like try this in the future. Try to dodge like if they're like focusing you really heavily on this crate, just like drop off and re-jump or something. Like if they're focusing a scout when you can just dodge it, then that's a waste of ammo for them.
I actually was on the crate with Akachu, but I jumped off to go far right. I'm not sure. I think 5, because 5 was there. I'm not sure.
I was left. Oh
No,
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 I was
you
right.
were
I was
right.
far right.
You
Yeah,
were
yeah.
right.
Sorry, I don't know my left and right.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
there
you do a
you
better
sir.
job of protecting the medic from on top of the crate anyway, because like our med's gonna die from bombers usually.
I know, he was like right in front of a scout there. I beat a scout on the far right.
Okay, well maybe it was like a double threat. Anyway, generally speaking, like we need scouts on top of the crates to deny jumpers on this mid. And here I just go for a sack. Yeah, because after this mid, Leps had like called, I believe. Oh no, this was another time. I'm confusing two areas. Yeah, I just bombed him because we're trying to push.
Okay.
And we killed our medic. Yeah, that was a nicely executed push. They are like very disorganized though in this match because it's a mix, I believe.
Wait, isn't Aris on? Oh no, he's on. Yeah, this
He's
is
on
the one
scout
where
in
he's on
this.
scout. It was the one after this that he went back to Met on
Yeah.
process one,
Yeah,
I guess.
the second one might not have been a mix. I'm not completely sure. Here we're taking second for free, which is nice. It's good that you don't pop 5 because we really don't need to. We get a lot of space here for free.
He really wanted to pop though. You can see it in his face.
My player
So-
model contorts when
He's holding in that pop so badly.
Regarding holding last, by the way, this is like in the guide I'll post, but just a quick note. Like usually the demo should hold right. Reason being it's that there's a roof there, so like first of all you can juggle people more easily, and it's much harder to jump out of the right shutter because of the roof. So like our pocket scout should watch the left shutter because then he can deny jumpers. If people are gonna sack, they'll usually do it through the left shutter from this perspective. And like the pocket solly is on top of the lower pipe, watching the pipe door, and roamers on top of the upper pipe, and then like there's a heavy on the pipe with the medic as well, the lower pipe. Anyway, they let us through for free left side, and we destroy them.
Wait, is this the one where we wipe everyone before recap?
I think so, yeah.
Almost everyone, I believe.
I feel like the demo could have done a lot there and he didn't. He was just a bit unlucky.
Maybe. I'm not sure, I didn't quite watch it.
Okay.
But that's like
There's a lot of us on his sticks a minute ago.
Or their
So
demo
like
or our demo?
No, like their demo could have done a ton and like he didn't get any kills, but I felt like he was in a position to do a lot.
I
So-
saw the lines from the spawn again. Like Adam, did you switch to not die when switching class?
No, not yet.
No,
You
he
have
did
to
not.
turn that on in the advanced options.
Yeah, because Adam actually suicided when he was like trying to off class on last.
Yeah, I did the same thing the first time I played this version of Granary. because like they moved those lines inward.
Yeah.
Such a dirty trick.
Mm. Okay. Where am I right now? Am I bottom left?
Yeah. Which
Oh,
is
yeah,
like,
okay.
I think the most standard.
Yeah,
I think
it's pretty standard.
completely
yeah.
fine.
Okay, we won that quite convincingly.
Yeah, but it was really hard to see what was going on, so I'm actually gonna just look at it once more. 35,000, yes.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is like already too far into the mid. My bad.
I think it's 66 ticks per second, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so Akachu goes catwalk pretty much every mid except the last one, which I think works out fine. Where's Laps right now? I'll turn down the speed on this one because it's easier to see, so that we don't have to rewind every single time. Is Laps, where is he?
He's in garage at the moment.
Oh, there, yeah. He's really slow, or maybe like got back because of spam or something. Anyway, I go for a jump, but I realize that I'm like not getting at their medic because it's far left or far right for our perspective. So I just like shoot their Sully and then try to dodge. But then like Labs gets a really good
Comes out
bomb.
and goes for a bomb.
Yeah, because their medic is like so close, he's incredibly exposed. So he almost kills their medic. Meanwhile, like their Sully is wasting a lot of time.
Did Akachu get that just now? No. Yeah, wow. Akachu got a nice kill.
Uh,
But yeah.
on their scout, yeah, that's true.
On the med.
No, Labs killed their med. Their medic is Ben, so Labs killed them.
My bad. Oops.
Then I just get back for an arrow, which is nice. Here.
So Akachu's really weak here.
Yeah, but he lives.
We lost
right.
Tom because I was looking at Akachu, I guess.
That was fine. Actually, I think Tom should have tried to play that a little bit slower as we had an advantage.
I went for the demo there and I got him.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. In that case, that's fine. Okay, let's
Pretty sure I followed up to what someone called because he was very low and I was
Quite often
still
on
trying
mids,
to get him.
I'm not trying to, but I'll end up arrowing the demo man. I never hit anyone, so I'm usually calling like I hit the demo on mids quite a lot.
Yeah, the enemy demo man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you should at least only go for a single arrow, like never try to...
No, it's quite often by accident. It's just like where they position.
Okay.
But yeah.
I don't think anybody ever like processed that call, like demo hit. I think you should say demo took like 50.
Storm, can you pause here when you see the pillars on second?
Yeah, I think Adam already knows it. But it's
I didn't
like
get a response earlier. No, does he know it? Ask him, Adam.
Yeah, what?
The pillars on second here. Do you know how to get up to the balcony from them?
No.
Okay. You jump on the gray
that's why I always ask. You jump on those gray.
Oh, okay. I always go like around.
No need. You can actually. It's actually very useful to you. No.
Adam, I posted a guide with like jumps on CP Granary. There's a lot of jumps there, and you should definitely look at it.
Oh yeah, watch all those videos that Storm posted.
Yep. Okay, so we... Yeah, here there was like another instance I remember when we were like trying to push for free where they also had sticks at the door, but I was able to just like bait them out and we pushed second for free. And this time like they had stickies and I dropped kind of low. We should, I guess, try to be decisive, like either use through or like bait out the stickies, and I should like make that call beforehand because now it was a bit awkward. But I think like most of the time we should preemptively clear out the stickies because it's like even if we use, as you can see what happened there. Well, this time I took damage first, but even if I like had been invulnerable, I would still have gotten knocked back, and it's like kind of hard to engage. And then like I get hit by another detonation and I like get just surfed into the sea. So I have no potential, but like luckily I actually end up behind this Solly and we can kill him. Now here comes a bit of a special moment because we separate. Like there's one Solly behind us in Lunchbox right here. And then there's like their Demo and Medic combo. And then there's this Solly who tried to go for a Medic, who's really low. So I called that he's low and I said that Tom can kill him easily. So he chases. And then he sees the exposed Demo Medic combo.
That's why I'm going for them. That's what confused you during the game because you didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, that's a reasonable decision. And we were actually trying to push right side at this moment, or we were capping first. As the Solly from up top like distracts us. And then like while we are fighting that Solly up top, you're like fighting the Demo Medic. So if we had done the same thing, either all stay back so that you wouldn't have died and then we could have capped second and pushed. Or like me and Five would have pushed through the shutter and killed like their combo. Then we would have been fine. So yeah, you should maybe have called their combo is like exposed right side and we could have come through shutter. But like generally if there's like some not disagreement but like in uncertainty of what we're supposed to do, we should generally try to take the more passive approach so that everybody's like kind of on the same page by default. So I think you should have come back there. And besides, like, had we cleaned up that Solly on balcony, it was still only their Demo and Medic on last, right? So we would have been able to maybe push for free. But it might have been better though in theory, like if everybody just came through and killed their Demo and Medic. Anyway, Leps manages to force. I don't know when it was called, but everybody should have been out by then.
Yeah, that was called out there.
And then they chase Akachu really hard. Oh yeah, this is the point where I didn't realize that you died, which might have been terrible awareness for me. But I like called for everybody to stay on mid and fight because I thought like at least our Demo was up and I thought that we could like just spam the shit out of them when they pushed through the choke. But I was mistaken because our Demo died and Tom was also dead and there was a scout on our combo. So I like kind of bait our entire team to stay in. So yeah, I don't know, like maybe bad awareness by me, but also might have been like poor calling because I do know that people like have a tendency to not be very clear when they die and stuff. Anyway, like at this point, Adam and Five should just run back. Leps like jumps in and doesn't get much, and like Five gets shot by that rocket.
I never get to run out with Adam. He's not used to that, like being my movement speed.
Adam needs to get used to that if Tom is dead, especially.
I think we could play like a game or two, like where Adam is my pocket scout, just so he understands what he's doing.
Scout, that would be fun. So.
Just for like not in officials, just like so you know what to do when Tom's down, because it is like a really different playstyle, right, Tom?
Yeah.
I think he like should already just know it though. But anyway, yeah, they have like a bigger, they have a pretty big Uber ad here. So we're just like trying to force and then get back, but they don't even like have the Uber quite yet. And we're still fighting for the point. I'm not sure where Akachu is. Oh, he's here. So let's see. Yeah, they dropped their Demo. And they're really bunched up, but now they have 100% Uber. So we're like recapping, and here like Akachu make a big ass mistake. He like goes out of the shutter for no reason whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure, okay, he doesn't get caught right now. He gets, it's like another very similar moment. Anyway, we should have known they had an ad, and they used into us through C, and we get caught. So bad by us. But I believe we do like have a really clutch hold or something. Both our scouts for some reason are like caught in lunchbox. It's a bit weird. Generally, when we're holding second, Tom, you should like be here. Only our roamer and flank should be in lunchbox. And it's the same as with holding yard. Like if they come lunchbox, their combo, our flank should never take the fight. They should just call for the combo to rotate. Yeah. Anyway, so we're getting back to last, I believe. We killed their medic somehow. Don't recall that happening, but should probably not have happened anyway, so it's not worth looking at. Okay, and I just check and see that everything's like clear on second, so I believe at this point I'm calling for people to come forward. and I say that there's like a demo in Lunchbox or like retreating there, and I think that you.
I'm about to get baited.
Yeah, well, you call it baited, but I wouldn't like. I argued with you.
I know.
Yeah, that was like.
Gone there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, a soldier.
Yeah, I just my intention was just to call that the demo retreated in that direction, so like watch out for traps, sightlines, and whatnot. Anyway, so we get back to last, which is the right call at this point. And we have Ubers are still pretty much equal. Again, we need to like fix our last hold. Laps should be on top of here. Our demo should watch right side. Tom or Adam should be like heavy here, and the other scout should be like here, denying jumpers from the left shutter.
Which though? Because you're with
which what? Which scout?
Which scout? Because you went from you discussed a hold with 2 scouts and 1 with a heavy, I think.
No, I think I talked about heavy both times. But anyway, like one scout should be with a medic and 1 scout should be left side. But like the scout with a medic should preferably be a heavy off-glassing. But it depends like what time we have, and it also depends like well, which scout plays heavy also depends on what happens like by default. I think that our flank scout should actually play heavy. But if like Adam dies and then you're the only one up, you should go heavy. And then Adam goes like scout by default and just takes your position instead.
Why do you want Adam to be heavy?
Because I think it's like better for Adam to stay last, because as the combo scout can push out easily with an Uber and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just faster to rotate that way and like be quick in our response.
Yeah.
But specifically for this map you're talking about, right?
No, I'm talking for all maps actually. If it's possible, I think Adam should be the heavy.
I think it makes sense. I just like. Hearing you say that makes sense. I think like sometimes you struggle to push out a loss because Tom's still on heavy.
Yeah,
we do have Adam going for it, but Adam doesn't play the heavy role as well as Tom does. I don't think he understands it as well so far.
I never played heavy before.
Well, then look up some guides on like how to off class as like in 6s and what your purpose is and stuff. Just look it up a bit. But we'll talk about it later. Anyway, yeah, like one example would be our process match today. They used into last with crits and they didn't get anything. We had a full Uber and I wanted to push out, which we should have been. But like because Tom stayed last as heavy and Leps was also last, like we didn't have a scout with our Uber. So we were really slow and they all got through choke, and then they were like able to repush us with like 6 people. We were only 3 people with Uber, me, Galaxy, and 5. And it was just terrible. So we definitely need a scout with our Ubers. Here, yeah, we're just like doing a cheeky push and they're all dying for no reason. And then like their scouts tries to backcap or some shit, even though we're all on last. So we get a bunch of free kills. And their medic dies. I'm not sure if you got
hiding though. Look, there he jumps.
Yep.
Actually, he actually should have waited. He could have done more damage than that.
Yeah. Speaking of which, like people should check here. There was also an instant later in this game where we were rolling them really hard. We almost had Uber, and a solid dropped down from upper onto our medic and killed 5 at like 95%. So our roamer should always like check upper as we're trying to push out of.
Is that before now, or is it gonna come later?
It's gonna come later.
It happens later.
Okay.
Anyway, like here, this push is really great. Like here, I'd call for you to come forward 5, even though it like looks dicey, I suppose. But you just trust me, and we clean everybody up without too much damage. And then like oh yeah, this was a bit okay. I didn't actually catch it. Let me go to your perspective. Yeah, because here, I was like repeatedly saying that everybody should push through choke, and Adam came for an arrow, and it's fine to arrow behind, but you like stopped for too long and you like also walked backwards. So what you should have ideally tried to do is just like still move through the choke or towards the choke, but like just turn around and throw an arrow behind you while you're like backpedaling, because something that I remember Jamie telling us is that we need to like work on actually being faster, basically, all the time. So we need to like try to just not delay for arrows and that kind of stuff if we can help it. So I'm like a little bit too alone when I'm pushing through this choke. And like you were with me just a moment ago, so I would not say that it's my fault.
I wasn't like, as soon as when you said like, here I call for you to come with me, I get that and I start walking with you, and then you rocket jump away from into this corridor.
Look at this.
Can we look at it from my POV? If we go to 3, 2, 3, 2. Wait. Oh right, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, my bad.
Oh.
Pardon?
I don't know. What are we doing?
We're just looking back at if it's like, because I've had some like response that I sometimes run too far ahead because I think that people are with me even though they're not. But in this case, I'd like to make the point that it was actually you stopping unnecessarily.
But I just want you to like notice that like, I don't know, you just rocket jump away from me.
So here we are.
Yeah.
And Adam's pushing from the flank. Really nice push. I take a bit of damage, and then like, okay, here I jump ahead. That's what I'm trying to do because I'm making space. And I killed that scout, which was a bit risky because he got close to you. But like at this point, you're with me, right? And Tom is coming. I don't know why he's late, but we're not.
I was on heavy. I switched off heavy.
Oh,
okay, so this is something we solve by having Adam
yeah,
go.
there you go back.
Here's what I mean. Like you go back and you stop. Kind of, you like waddle around here.
Yeah,
because you were like just healing me very near the choke. I thought you would be with me, but
aha, we found you out 5.
Anyway,
not hiding anymore. We have the evidence we needed.
Anyway, it's fine. Like, but we need to like do the same thing. It worked out okay though because I killed our medic and then like Tom runs through. And I liked how there was actually a Solly like really close to you there, and Tom was just running straight ahead. And
I knew he was there though.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm saying that I like that 5 instead of like hesitating and stuff. You actually just ran with Tom and trusted him. Yeah. That's what you should be doing. Like, stick close to Tom.
I'll lose him here though. For a bit, yeah.
So this was overall a decent push.
There are a few times on this where it's just me and Adam, and we don't run out together. I think it's a bit later in.
Yeah, I derped a few times. Like I wanted to, sometimes I thought there was like a soldier alone or something, and then I picked the bait, and then like entire team teleported from nowhere.
Even if there is like an easy pick, sometimes it's just better to get out with me.
We might actually have to do what the 5 suggested and just have Adam as a pocket scout for a few scrims. Just so he knows what.
I would love to play pocket scout. I think that's
right. Can we just like talk about that later? Because this is like wasted time for the people watching our scrim in hindsight. Okay. Let's try to stay on topic.
Hey, Galaxy.
Anyway, like Adam here, like you're too aggressive again. There's no reason. If the enemy team played properly, their Solly would have like jumped immediately and like just cut your arm from choke, and you would have been dead. So like stop being 5. Like why? Where are you going? Through
right
the
now,
choke.
I was reading chat. One sec.
Well, I already went past it, but like yeah, you went through choke air alone, and then you like realized that nobody was with you, and then you backed off. Yeah, a good team would have punished you completely there. So just never walk ahead of the team. Yeah, we use into them though. I think it's a decent Uber, although we had an ad. We should have had Galaxy, or actually in this case Akachu with us, and he should have jumped and stickied off their shutter. That would have been really massive. Whenever we have an ad, I think we should always take our demo with us and have him jump, like just flash our demo in, and he can like block off their entrance, because that's how we prevent them from just kiting the shit out of our Ubers. But we still like get their demo and the Solly. Adam dies. I think he like was too aggressive right here. But I mean, it was still a good push. They have some people behind for some reason. Like these people are not doing any work at this point.
I think. Oh, okay.
Never stay a post-game air shot. Anyway.
Oh yeah, we took away that shot from him.
Let's look at the third mid. I'm gonna slow it down again so that we can see what's going on.
We can follow from yard if you're gonna go this slow, but there's no way they're gonna like. No, I'm interested in like where people are
Put
going.
it at like 70. I don't know.
We'll discuss that in like a map talk though. Like we'll discuss where people are going. But generally, I think we should have like 2 different mids. One super aggressive where we do a double solid bomb, and like our medic should try to run across the mid with our scouts. And the second mid where we like play really passive, 1 scout on each close crate, and our medic on catwalk, which can work like as a counter to really aggressive mids. So we should just like at least work on 2 different mids where everybody just knows what they're doing. Okay, so Laps is going left side this mid, which is fine, I think. Akachu is like always really far forward on the point. I would think that he would like be a little bit more exposed like that, but
I get to arrow him.
That soldier is going behind her, I think.
Yeah, one soldier is going in our garage. Laps gets like a fat bomb on top of their medic.
The damage weak as well.
And I jump as well after them.
Yeah, no. Oh,
their medic barely survives.
Oh no, the scout. The scout is going back. Where is he going?
Yeah, their scout is going up the catwalk, and there's a solid bomb medic, and 5 like is getting behind there. Meanwhile, I'm like fighting them. I think we'll lose this mid, right?
Probably. It looks like we'll lose this, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Out
now.
here, I'm probably calling that I'm leaving with Tom, and Tom's saying get out with me 5 or something. I know.
Yeah, you like all of you should be getting out at this point because we're 2 down.
Yeah.
I'm staying in a bit to get Akachu with us though.
Yeah, that is fine.
And I'm way too far back in.
And he goes back in?
Yeah, Akachu is like too aggressive a lot of the times, and it didn't really punish him that much in the scrim.
He should have been that there.
Here I'm like on top of Akachu.
And he goes back in.
And that soldier just gets a bunch of pipes right above his head. That was a bit funny. Oh, and 5 dice. Yes, let's see that because I remember it's something that I was.
Yeah, that's the scout.
The demo flanks through garage, I guess.
Yeah, I remember, but
waiting for.
I believe when you were retreating, I can't remember exactly, but I believe you were like looking ahead of you. You should always look behind as you're retreating. But I should like check that. I'm going back to make sure now, so that I don't like end up eating my own words. But
I think I'm looking at Akachu because he's not leaving. He's like peeking, and I don't want him to like. I want to know if I need to arrow him, I guess. I suppose he's asking me for one. Okay.
Well, it shouldn't matter. Like there was an instant as well on process where we had a Nuber exchange. We came through IT and used. I put it with like a benchmark, not a benchmark, like a tick on the notes as well, like when it happened. But yeah, basically like you get out through choke, you're really low, and we're still fighting. But and then there's like Solly's spamming you from sewer when you're on our second. And you like walk forward again to try to give somebody an arrow, and you just die to the solid spam. So like sometimes you should just like get out and prioritize your own safety. Sometimes I feel like you're too obsessed with like caring for everybody else. Sometimes you should just be a bit egotistical. Like here, Akachu should not have been staying that long, first of all. And here, yeah, like neither of you see that demo in time. So you're not able to surface sticky properly.
Look at Fire's face. Oh, you missed it.
It was a pipe and then a sticky, I think.
Nah, that was 2 stickies, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go back for that though, like because we can watch it in the video after. And then like Tom tries to all in the demo, and he takes really long to die.
I think I did I all in the demo? I think I just got flanked by a scout there. I'm not sure.
No, you definitely. Well, you did get flanked by the scout, but it was because you were like fighting the demo.
We can look
rewind.
at that and look at the pipe / sticky again.
Yeah,
as well, because like
might as well.
That'll be fun. We should like free cam that because it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We're sorry, Galaxy. You can skip ahead though later.
Yeah.
Okay. Free cam, because it's not going to be in.
It's not gonna be seen from your vision because you don't like pay attention. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying like it. I just don't.
Sassy.
Yeah. If you like, yeah. But can we just free cam? Because
Don't worry,
we're
I'm
also
just
gonna
teasing.
see like whoever Tom. What happens to Tom at all?
Yeah, that was why I was initially going back. But there you can see the initial sticky, which had you spotted the demo man earlier, you should have like either gone around this with Tom movement speed, or you should have like, if you were in time, which I'm uncertain about, you should have like jumped and surfed it to the shutter. But instead, like a second sticky comes and you die immediately. And then let's look at Tom like trying to kill this demo for 5 years, and then dying to a scout.
Jesus.
We'll put it in slow motion so that like it drags out the time even more.
Yes, make it as painful as possible.
I will. I could choose like, I'm gonna help you. Nah, I'm out.
I am getting back though. Oh no, I'm going.
No,
back
you're
in.
not going around.
Am I going back in?
Because he's low. I guess.
Their demo
What are
was
you
get flanked by
very
a scout.
low.
What are you doing past Tom?
But like Akachu like just bailed the shit out of you, and you should have either done the same or Akachu could have like helped you. But yeah, best would probably like Akachu immediately that's his trap before they're like. Get
What
a
do you
chance.
mean do the same as XP? You mean
Like-
like bail? You mean?
Yeah, like
means either get out or
Tom,
both
you were
commit.
fighting here, and Akachu was like, "See ya," and he went into the shutter. He could have
Yeah.
either helped you, and maybe you would have killed the demo, or like both of you should have gone back. You need to do like the same thing though. That's
Oh wait, no, he bailed on me. I thought you said he bailed me out for a second.
Oh no, he bailed on you. Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Akachu.
Here, I believe. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say like I thought we had an insane hold, but actually it was like the opposite. I just
Depends on what you mean by insane.
Oh no, it was the hold. Like yeah, I just looked at laps dying and I thought it was like nah. But yeah, like it wasn't insane. I guess it was just that they really beefed. I'm gonna turn the speed back up because we're
Remember, this is a mix we're fighting.
Yeah, of course. Like that's why we should be critical. Like we shouldn't focus on their like mistakes. We should focus on our own like positioning and stuff. But yeah, I guess while we're not gonna review the matches that we played today, yeah, here's the times where Akachu just completely overextends out shutter. We actually, now this was the time where it goes out shutter and kills their
He
medic.
goes out the shutter and gets the medic somehow.
However, I would like to say that like their medic should not have died there in any situation, so it was
How
still,
did
like,
we
a
all
mistake
just
to
die
kill.
there? We like the kill feed was just.
Yeah, we need to go back for this as well, actually, because I got really frustrated that Akachu went out and died, and then there was somebody behind us in lunchbox, and everybody turned around, and we were not able to hold our second anymore. So let me try to show that. Yeah, what I was saying was that we're not gonna review the demo from today, but I'm gonna like still everybody should look at their demo as well as look at the enemies, so that we kind of have a better intuition of what to do. Like we'll try to copy them because they played well, so that's what we do. We copy them. Okay, so yeah, here first of all, like they get wiped, I'm pretty sure, and Tom is like panicking because last time we had a clutch hold and like celebrated, we got backcapped. But I don't think Tom should have been like repeatedly shouting at everybody to stay on the point.
No, I should have. I was totally in my right there.
We should have recognized that it was a wipe and like moved forward quickly. Luckily, we still like have enough time to actually establish a hold forward, I believe. But let's look at how we completely screwed that up. Like first of all, Akachu overextends. I don't care that he got the medic. Like he should not have gotten the medic there. It was their mistake. And then, like, okay, so there's
all of us take some.
Yeah, here's what happens. One scout runs behind to backcap or whatever the shit is doing, because like we have this point anyway. It's not like it's gonna backcap.
Yeah, we have second.
So like here, everybody turns around, and I'm the only one trying to hold, and I die like an idiot. And then everybody runs into lunchbox. I don't know like who you're trying to hunt here, but it's like
yeah, I don't know what happened here. I have no idea what the comms are.
This is so funny to look at. Anyway, like
you should,
do get out.
You should put on the little team like what's it called?
The Benny Hill team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just got a chariot. It's nice. Just got my horses. I'm just following everyone around. Okay, where was Adam? Adam is somehow behind them.
Yeah, he
one
looked
horse.
like one
horse. He left your chariot.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
I got that scout to like 1 HP half.
And there Akachu goes. What happened to Akachu there? Oh, what happens to me? What is happening to everyone?
Yeah, I also died. I can't remember what happened. It was really poor coordination. Everybody should have regrouped at last. That's all I can say.
Wait, we actually were able to hold that. Wow.
Yeah,
Because
but we had to pop our Uber.
Yeah, but still. I thought we were
Ubers are like they have a
that's
slide
like
out
the end of the
because
game.
Akachu killed their medic, but yeah, it was terrible.
Mm.
But yeah, at this point, I guess we're trying to repush.
Hmm.
Leps, yeah, like Leps should be more forward here because we're pushing. He should be like contesting right here, and or actually Adam should be here, and Leps should be contesting from upper, because otherwise we risk getting back capped. So that's what we should have been doing when pushing second. Anyway, we get in pretty cleanly by just spamming the shit out of them. And then they have full Uber now. We should have like, I don't know, like Uber tracking is something that we always should try to improve, because for one, like we don't hold properly based on the Uber situation, because sometimes if we're at the Uber this ad, we should be playing passively, but we just hold close to choke on process or whatever. So that's something for you, I guess, 5 to work on. Just try to track the Ubers a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But that does depend on.
I think I'm like falling into the thing you do, where like I think it's obvious and I don't because I don't want to interrupt people.
I'll never think that
do.
it's obvious. Don't hesitate, especially if we're just holding somewhere. Like, there's no reason why you should not just call out Ubers, because it's honestly one of the most important things. And if you know that we're at an Uber this ad and like we're holding aggressively, just call it. You know, like call it, get the fuck back, because they're gonna
I don't know if the best eye for what a formation is right. Like I don't.
In general,
I don't know that I can really discern between our passive holds and our aggressive holds sometimes, because it's often just like one player that looks aggressive to me.
We have not always like covered all the holds on all the different maps, on all the different points, etc. But there's like a common trend, okay? So like Med always holds with Pocket Scout and Demo, and Med wants to be with Pocket Scout so that he can run out faster, and he always want to be in the spot where he can like actually escape. So like on process mid, he wants to be in IT because he's gonna get like cut off if he goes sewer, and he's gonna get chased if he goes choke. So that's just one example, but we'll talk about these holds specifically, or I'll like post guides where a guy actually goes through different aggressive and passive holds. And roamers and the flank scout are forward. Flank scout should always get out, just spot, and the roamers, or the soldiers I mean, should like spam. And on the map like Granary, where their chokes are really tiny, you should usually get a force without even having to sack. But if we have to sack, one of us should jump, and we should like communicate that. The other will try to get out. That's the purpose of the passive holds. But we'll talk about it in map talks from now on. Anyway, yeah, right here I just peek there and I see that they use, and we retreat, which is nice, because yeah, they did actually, we didn't track Ubers properly. Let's see, Adam's on mid, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, now actually we did have the Uber at this point, but here you don't follow like one of the principles that I've been like preaching, and that is if they use into us and they're close, we need to use back into them and not drop any players. And unfortunately you drop Tom, so here just like pop a little bit earlier and not drop Tom, because then Tom is going to be able to like at this point we were much later than them. If you would have saved Tom, he would have ran straight into their medic and killed him guaranteed, and then their demo would probably have died as well.
I don't know.
I can't chain nothing.
And then like instead this shit
I
happens.
died. Yeah, here I shouldn't have died there, because yeah, that was bad.
It's fine. That's why we do these demo reviews. It's not like I
No,
don't make
I
mistakes.
know. I remember that. I remember doing that at the time.
Yeah, I don't
not-
actually go through too many of my mistakes, but trust me, I make a lot of mistakes as well, and I like review them. But it's like kind of pointless for myself to like just announce my mistakes to everybody. I'll tell
I
them
don't know, like,
if it's like very
I'm okay with you
relevant
telling
towards
me.
team play. Like when I like try to get everybody to flank from or like do a solo flank from behind, that's like relevant because you must have been confused what I was trying to do there. But like when it comes to just me like doing stuff, I won't announce all of that. But trust me, I do like I do look at my own mistakes as well, if it seems like I'm just trying to bash everybody else. Although, frankly speaking, this game I did really well. Anyway.
And all you guys did terrible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Tom, you did the worst of all.
Did I say I did great?
Okay, so this time we're pushing left side.
So why did you pick this game to review, Storm?
I suggested
Such a
this one actually, not
Oh
Storm.
yeah, I see what you're doing now. I'm not gonna answer that bait question. Get out of it.
Yeah, Five suggested it. Right, Five.
Yeah.
Like Storm pushed it on you, like subconsciously.
So yeah. Which granary game should we review? 5?
The one and only. Okay, so here.
Is this the first one we played?
Yeah, this is the first one that we actually played. Granary. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, this is the case. I didn't actually look at it because I was like looking at me and why I was alone in. But the reason why I was alone in is I don't actually need to go back for this because I remember exactly what happened, and it's also in like the text in the
This is the thing where I die with 95. Yeah.
Yeah, you die like right there because there's a soldier on top just as we're trying to push through. Everybody gets distracted except me, so I run in alone and die, and then like we don't have an Uber anymore. So immediately, like when we're here, just buff our roamer, and our roamer should go on top by himself and like check for that shit, and we would have been fine. But anyway, like, yeah, Laps tries to hide, but he like hides in this window so they all see him, and then he gets killed. Anyway.
Does he get out?
No, he... Actually, I didn't watch him. I thought he already died.
No, he's not dead.
Yeah, he's... Oh, he goes on drop down. Yeah, I remember this because he like called that he was spotted, but they like couldn't find him. And now he was like calling that he was behind, and I was trying to coordinate aggression. Like, if he could go in from behind, it would like bamboozle them because there's like Solly behind, Solly in front. So that's why I jumped super aggressive like quite soon. I'm like trying to time it with Laps. And we actually get like some really good Solly coordination there, or we get a force at least. And we're backing.
We bamboozled them.
Yeah, we did bamboozle them. And we're backing out, but like people are not backing out, so they're all dying.
I died to a scout somehow.
Yeah, let's actually look at that because maybe it was not like easy to back out there, but maybe you should have just backed out immediately. Regardless, like my like our solid coordination, we should have known that if they had Uber and we did not, we should have by default been prepared to back out after a force. And if we did have Uber, we should have been prepared to just like use into them and get a better Uber. That's the thing. So regardless of what happened, we did make a mistake here. Let's see what mistake it was. Okay, yeah, you don't have Uber, so you must have gotten forced somehow. I'm not gonna look at that though because like we're going too much back here. But yeah, here, yeah, me and Laps force right now. And there's only...
I don't have a scout to take. I'm trying to leave with Adam, I think.
Yeah, like
and
right here.
This is one of the places where I just can't get out with Adam.
Well, I don't think that's an excuse because they're all over there and you're in choke. Like, you should already be able to... Unless that scout right there flanks and kills you and there's like nobody running out with you. So let's see, like here we call they used. We don't have an Uber, so everybody like should just get out right now. Right now. And
that scout
happens.
Kills me.
Yeah, not your fault, 5. I guess like you should have ran earlier, but nobody else did. So that was...
just makes me an easier pick as well.
Yeah, of
but
course.
No, I agree with you, yeah. But like I think I was calling to like leave with Adam.
And also like you might have stayed because everybody else stayed, which was really stupid. So yeah, and also like in fact
I was a little bit farther back. I killed that soldier when I turned around. Get back.
Yeah. But regardless, like we actually, if we had known that they had an Uber, we should have preemptively backed off, like not even after they popped, because like me and Laps were gonna force them, and we should have known that they were coming into us with an Uber after that. So like not even when they popped, just like preemptively kind of get back. Here's the time where I call for Tom to go heavy, which is a bad call.
Run to safety.
Oh
yeah, like, I knew it when I chased. I shouldn't have done that.
But it was a tough call, to be honest, because they weren't that far, but their demo like was jumping super fast and they had the pain train. See, that's why it was a bad call. It was not my fault. I'd like to say that. Well, it was my fault, but it was like it was deceiving because their demo was so fucking fast and I had the pain train. So anyway, I have a lot of excuses. Why do you think I like review the demo beforehand? I need excuses for like every mistake I make, so that when we do the demo review, like I can excuse
Classic
myself.
Storm.
What did you say, Adam?
Classic Storm.
Classic me, yeah.
Classic Storm. Putting the blame on someone else. Disgusting.
This is the last mid because it's 2-2 and we do like stalemate or we do draw this match.
I think it's 3-3. A match.
Yeah, it was 3-3. Actually, I'm gonna try to be a little bit faster from here. And just remember, yeah, it's true that it was 3-3. So
So Adam's quite far out of our garage. Oh no, he's on catwalk. Okay.
yeah, they're just like really bunched up. And
You got a nice kill in the mid there. Okay.
yeah, I got like a triple kill.
Mm.
And then like here, I want people like they're wiped. I want people to automatically like meet me in choke. Just leave Adam to cap. Because like we're too slow here. I go back and then I like okay, might as well grab the pack. And I still think we are able to like push into second, but we could have been more streamlined there. Like, and whenever we wipe, everybody except like a scout should always just automatically go forward. And we could like, you could like go for one arrow, and because we have so much time, even if I like miss some health, you should just heal, because then we're gonna get Uber faster. Although like I guess now we already had Uber. Let's have a look at our push. Okay, we bait their stickies out, and I think we used a little bit early, but it was probably I who called it. We knew that we had a full ad anyway, so we just go for their medic. Better safe than sorry, you know.
I do notice on that push, like, is it what was like the thinking in that push? Like, was the demo supposed to push together with you, or was it me supposed to push that together with you there?
We can have 4 people push out of the same entrance, especially if we have Uber. Like, if we have Uber ad, the demo should honestly just like jump in, get a flash and jump in, as I discussed earlier.
Oh, okay.
Oh, excuse me, I had a little bit of cough. It's what happens when I talk for like so long without drinking. But we're almost done now. I'm gonna try to like be a little bit faster. Looking at the second to last mid, this is where 5 gets rushed by a scout who does not go behind. I'm pretty sure he just runs straight across the point and kills 5.
Yeah, it goes tight on the inside.
Yeah,
left.
somebody said that he went behind, but he did not, and it was like way too fast for that. Say he goes like close to the crate.
Yeah, on the inside.
Nobody calls him out, and he comes onto 5 just as I jump, which was very unfortunate. But he should have been called out, and then maybe I could have stayed or something. Anyway, like the next mid after this, I actually stay with 5. Because I expect the scout rush again, but nothing happens. I think though that it's never good to just have our solis passive because their scouts might rush. So we should try to like actually just have better calls, like scouts rushing across. Anyway, so we lose that mid pretty handily. If it's like stuttery, it's sometimes just because I'm just alt-tabbing, checking some things. They use into our last, and everybody dies.
Tell us something new, Storm.
Something what?
New. He's saying that always happens.
Well, if they have a full Uber ad, we'll talk about the proper hold. I mean, I already kind of went through it, but we'll do that in the map talk. But I'm not gonna like look at the individual player and say that like, oh, he missed a rocket there and he could have jumped there and like that's bad dodging. It's like people just have to look at that themselves and work on movement and DM. Okay, Adam like kills their soli fast quickly, which is nice. And Leps jumps their medic. I'm like really late because I'm like expecting a scout rush, which was really bad. And then like Leps calls that he deals like 120 to the medic, which he does. But then the medic gets the pack, and like when I hit the medic for another like 100 and whatever, like he was already full health. So yeah, that's one of the problems with doing the shit that we just did. Like Laps was early, I was late. We're not coordinated, so like we jump separately and the medic gets the pack in between, and everything's just terrible. So either I should have jumped early, Laps should have delayed. We needed to like do the same thing, and I probably should not on Grand Re be like dedicated to watching the medic, because solid bombs are just very crucial on this bit. Anyway, like we use into them here. I think we got forced because that was not a good Uber anyway. And
I'm pretty sure I just used, I don't remember. Yeah.
Anyway, like it actually works out for us. Dude, Demo is still behind though, and he like kills a bunch of people.
Everyone.
Yeah, actually at this point, I didn't kill me because I was like, oh yeah, I was like going ahead, and I thought that I didn't realize the Demo was behind us. I believe that's what happened. But we get back to last and regroup. We should get a heavy at this point because we just need to hold for like 1 minute 50. Speaking of which, like the process game that we played after this was really bad. How we like threw at the last time when it was like 2-2, and then like it all started when 5 was. I don't know. You said that you kind of wandered into choke because you were like trying to talk about our positioning regarding our map talk, and then
that was really late in the game.
Yeah, and then it was like really late in the game, but. Never get the mentality that like the game is over before it's actually over.
No, I just mean that like you say it all started then, but I remember that being like really near the end of the game.
It was really close. It was like 1 minute and some time, but it was like still never just assumed that the game was gonna.
That wasn't what I meant by it. I was just like worried that the match was going to end and that we weren't going to have applied the thing that you told us. That was all.
Oh, okay, then my mistake.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my thinking is that like this is our chance playing the map, and we haven't done the thing that was most specific to me that I can't practice.
Yeah, I understand. I thought you meant like you didn't care as much because you thought the game was gonna end before anything happened.
That's not what I mean.
But anyway, yeah. And then like a lot of other people made mistakes, but I wrote that in the notes as well with like a timestamp. So you need to just look at that and don't let the same stuff happen again, I suppose. Yeah, we just hold last, they can't push. I chased their medic for like 2 hours and then nothing happens because the game ends. People should have been more forward here though, like we need to be more fluent with like leaving somebody on last, and if they're wiped, which they were not, then like we need to do stuff. We need to go forward quickly. 12 seconds left, this is the end of that demo. And I actually didn't eat my pizza, so I'm gonna like go and do that, I think.
Wait, Storm.
Yeah.
What about our skyblock?
I said I wouldn't have time for that today.
Or what?
No, I didn't.
We could do that tomorrow.
Playing Minecraft.
What's that?
He wants to play Minecraft.
Anyway.
No, he said something. He said Skype.